Hey everybody, it's your boy CringeLove421 here. I'm dead tired, so this guy's gonna do most of the talking.
Yeah, maybe just stop laying down, because your arm's in the camera.
Sup?
Okay, well, hi. Yeah, we're finishing our video on about, the Mario and Luigi games.
With the potato camera.
Yeah. But you only need to hear our voices, so it doesn't matter.
Cross your fingers.
Yeah. I think this one won't run out because I have a lot of space on my tablet.
He's using my 64GB SD card.
Are you going to talk in that accent the entire video?
Probably.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about story first, because that's where we left off last time.
Left off.
You act like we you say that, I say that like we voluntarily left off last time. We were just gonna make that a full, 1 hour thing.
For you to play at 2x speed so you could hear my beautiful voice at skipped frame rates.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't listen to him. Spoil that.
So Paper Jam loses this category with 5th place because the story is Luigi falls, Luigi sneezes, paper flies everywhere, problems happen.
Problem solved. Luigi gets grills.
Pretty much, yeah. And then 4th place is Superstar Saga because the story is basically Cackleta's here. Cackleta doesn't steal Peach's voice. Cackleta angers the Beanstar. Cackleta dies. Cackleta possesses Bowser. You beat Bowletta. Yay.
Yeah.
And then Dream Team gets first because...
Third,
not first. Third because of its kind of just Luigi is a narcoleptic.
Luigi finds a rock and feels urge to sleep on it. So he does. The end.
And Luigi apparently has super sleep abilities for some reason. That's basically the story. And then Bowser's Inside Story gets second because it had a pretty decent story.
Bowser eats a weird mushroom. Bowser eats everybody. Mario and Luigi have to fight their way out. And then it's sort of a enemy co-op to murder Fawful, the Dark Star, and all the other stuff mercilessly and gory.
And then in the credits, Mario and Luigi fight Bowser, and it would have been really fun to play that battle as Bowser.
And at number 1, we have...
Partners in Time, because it did something well.
It's the one thing it did well.
We're surprised, too.
It's like, this is a cobalt star. It gives time travel powers, but now they are shattered, and there are time rifts everywhere.
I mean, it has aliens and time travel. It's like Ocarina of Time story, but better.
What?
Okay, we're moving on to music.
After I soap his mouth.
I've never even played Ocarina of Time.
Exactly.
Superstar Saga gets 5th place because it was on the Game Boy Advance, which means its music was not very good.
It lacked quality.
Yeah.
In pretty much every way, shape, and form.
I mean, it wasn't bad music, it was good for its time, but it's not its time anymore.
It's time to stop.
So Dream Team gets 4th in music because it had good songs, just not very many of them.
It had Adventure's End. That's it.
Yeah. And then Partners in Time gets 3rd. So, yeah.
It had some fairly good music. The only ones I can truly name are the boss battle theme and Gritzy Desert, but those are good music tracks. More like named than Dream Team off the top of my head.
Yeah. And then Paper Jam gets 2nd place because its battle theme, its battle theme and its boss battle theme are really good.
And the final boss theme is
Yeah.
amazing. I want to listen to it now.
No. Copyright.
No, she's
Oh, we didn't turn off the TV. Turn off the TV.
You're right by the remote.
Where's the remote? We're so professional. There was not Pikmin 3 music in the background.
So, what?
No Pikmin 3 music.
What's Pikmin?
I don't know what that.
I've never played Pikmin.
Yeah, what's that? Okay, let's continue with our music. So Bowser's Inside Story gets first for this because battle theme, boss battle theme, final boss theme, and like every other music track.
Yeah, and the music, it just fits situations really well.
Yeah.
You can't say it had bad music without punching yourself in the face 5 seconds later.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like,
And that brings our totals of scores and stuff and all the mathy bits we did out to... We're going from least to greatest. Oh, should we rant about the babies before or after the scores?
After, because you already started talking.
So, 5th place is Partners in Time, because...
Is anybody surprised?
The only thing it did well was story, and it did music mediocrely. That's not a word.
It did bosses mediocrely, too.
Oh yeah, it didn't lose points on bosses, I guess, so... And 4th place is Paper Jam, because... Everything that Partners in Time didn't suck at, Paper Jam sucked at.
Yeah, pretty much.
Except music. They actually both did decent in music.
This is my jam. This is my slam.
Okay,
Come
and
on,
3rd is
Slam.
Superstar Saga because its gameplay and puzzles were really good, and its battle systems and bosses, they were average, but they were good.
And I still can't get over that nostalgic pull the battle system has.
Yeah.
It's so satisfying to land hits, so I want to play Superstar Saga right now.
And then Dream Team gets 2nd place because of its bosses, battle system, bosses and battle system, and it just didn't lose points anywhere. So it didn't suck the most at anything. And then Bowser's Inside Story gets 1st place by a landslide. Because of its awesome bosses, fairly decent story, fairly decent gameplay, fairly decent battle system, and amazing music.
In the final, though.
Yeah. Well, that was surprisingly short. Oh yeah, we have to rant about the babies. Let's go.
Alright, the babies. My gosh. The little children that are the pains of my existences.
You have multiple existences?
You know nothing, child.
Okay. Okay.
So, the babies. Nah, the biggest peeve about them is having to use all 4 ABXY buttons. Not everybody may be bugged by this. It still feels very off the norm. Especially if you just play Partners in Time after Superstar Saga. It's like, more buttons? What?
They decided that they needed to make use of 4 trigger buttons in a terrible way.
The only good use of all 4 buttons was to copy flower.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
I like the mix flower too.
That's what I meant.
Oh.
Yeah, see, the game is very
the one
memorable.
with the giant fireball. The one with the giant fireball.
Oh wait, no, I did mean copy flower.
The one that you can abuse on the final boss. The giant fireball.
I'm thinking of the one where, like, the bros infinitely walk by.
How about we just continue ranting about the children?
Okay. And moving around with them, they don't jump as high, so it kind of plays tricks on your mind. And some puzzles require you to move Mario, Luigi, Baby Mario, and Baby Luigi in pairs separately from each other, just to get each other through areas. And switching between them takes a bit of time, so that's fairly annoying as well.
Yeah, and compared to Bowser's Inside Story, it doesn't handle the separate button sets for different characters well.
Yeah, Yeah, Bowser's
Like-
inside story was just like same button twice. Thank you.
Because Bowser used X and Y, Mario and Luigi used A and B. And you never had to use multiples, like, right next to each other. Like, you never had to go A to Y or X to B or something. You never have to do that in Partners in Time either, but...
You do if you use copy flower.
Oh. Oh, yeah, I guess.
It's like, oh, Baby Mario, Luigi, Baby Mario.
Yes, those small children.
The game would be much better without them.
I mean, I guess that would kind of make it not a... I mean, the puzzles are all centered around them.
Which is kind of annoying. It's like Kirby Planet Robobots. It's overused.
Yeah. Except not really. I actually like the Robobots.
They're overused.
No, they're not. They're not meant to be a super... We'll talk about this later. Okay, but for now... It has been Mystic Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe.
It has been Cringe Lord as well. Dead tired. Feels like hangover.
Would-
Ah.
Do you have experience?
Shh.
Okay, bye.